we knew it was going to happen, right? We've just been waiting. I didn't know it was going to happen this soon, but it has happened. 3 of Donald Trump's co-conspirators, co-defendants, seem to be flipping on Donald Trump. Let's talk about it. Politico has a fantastic article on what's going down with these 3 defendants. And these 3 defendants have filed motions with the courts. And in this article, they've got links to those motions. And when you read the motions, in the motions, these 3 co-defendants, co-conspirators state in those motions that they were working under the direction of Donald Trump. Donald Trump told them to do this, and they were following orders of the President of the United States. Now, the 3 people are David Schaefer. He is a former state GOP chair. Sean Steele, now a state senator, and Kathleen Latham, a local GOP official. Now, the word on the curb is that Sean Steele, it has been confirmed that he has officially flipped on Donald Trump, and he is cooperating with the prosecutors. But like I said, I got this article from Politico. I'm going to put a link to the article down in the description box so you can get to the article easily, and you can look at the motions that are in this article. But let's get into what Politico is reporting. In a series of court filings this week, those false electors who became part of Trump's last-ditch bid to subvert the 2020 election said it was Trump and his campaign lawyers being Sidney Powell, Jenna Ellis, and Rudy Giuliani. Campaign lawyers who urged them to sign the false documents, claiming they were necessary to preserve Trump's flailing court efforts to reverse his defeat to Joe Biden. That exhortation from Trump's campaign lawyers, they said, amounted to federal government permission to take the actions that they did. Mr. Steele, as a presidential elector, was also acting at the direction of the incumbent president of the United States. An attorney for Steele argued on Thursday in a court filing, seeking to transfer the case against him to federal court. The president's attorneys instructed Mr. Steele and the other contingent electors that they had to meet and cast their ballots on December 14th, 2020. That is a quote. Latham similarly argued that she was acting at the direction of the President of the United States. And Schaefer, in a similar petition seeking to move the Fulton County case to federal court, contended that he and the other Republican electors in the 2020 election acted at the direction of the incumbent president and other federal officials. The filings underscore the strains and tensions likely to emerge as Trump and his 18 co-conspirators, co-defendants march toward trial. The 3 Republican activists say they should effectively be immune from the state prosecution because they believe they were carrying out a federal function with the blessing of the incumbent president and a phalanx of his lawyers. Now they stand charged with racketeering, forgery, and other crimes related to their decision to falsely claim to be legitimate presidential electors. In the weeks after his defeat at the polls to Biden, Trump and his campaign urged state and national GOP officials to assemble slates of would-be presidential electors in 7 states where Trump had filed legal challenges to the results. Campaign attorneys and a cadre of outside lawyers, including several charged alongside Trump in the indictment, argued that those activists should meet and cast electoral votes on Trump's behalf on the same day the legitimate presidential electors met to vote for Biden. though the Trump campaign's attorneys told many of them that the efforts was necessary to preserve Trump's chances to prevail in ongoing legal challenges. Trump eventually used the existence of these illegitimate slates to provoke a controversy on January 6th, pressuring then Vice President Mike Pence to recognize and count the unofficial electoral votes instead of Biden's. The way that it was supposed to work was these fake electors were going to sign this document. They were going to send this document up to Washington, and Josh Hawley was supposed to call like an objection of some sort. Ted Cruz was also supposed to be a part of that. And then there's supposed to be this discrepancy between the real electors and the fake electors, and nobody can tell which is which. And so what they wanted then was Mike Pence to send everything back to the states until all of this could be sorted out. That's the way it was supposed to work. Prosecutors in those states and Washington, D.C. have scrutinized the false electors in numerous criminal probes. In Michigan, all 16 false electors were recently charged with felonies for their role in the effort. Hey, Michigan, I got a question. You charged the 16 fake electors. Why haven't you charged Donald Trump? Is there not enough evidence? I understand that the evidence here is undeniable here in Georgia. So maybe they don't have that type of evidence in Michigan, but have the fake electors that you charged, have they flipped? I haven't heard anything about that. Anybody in Michigan watching this video, let me know. The three co-defendants' arguments are part of an effort to pluck their cases out of the state courts and instead have their legal fate decided by a federal judge in the Northern District of Georgia. They contend that because Trump effectively instructed them to cast the ballots based in part on legal advice from campaign and party lawyers, they were acting with the imprimatur of the federal government that entitles them to immunity from state prosecution under the Constitution's Supremacy Clause, they say. Now, the word on the curb, y'all know the word on the curb means rumor. I don't know if this is true, but this is what's being talked about out there. Word on the curb is that one of these three co-defendants they are flipping because Donald Trump refuses to pay his legal fees. Whatever, baby. Whatever is needed for you to flip on Donald Trump, I'm here for it. So if he's refusing to pay your legal bills and you're like, baby, I don't have to go down with you. I can turn state's evidence against you. I can work with the prosecution to secure your downfall. I'm all for it. I'm all for it. Do what you need to do to make sure that you're able to keep your head above water. But in the end, I believe all of y'all knew y'all was breaking the law. You just didn't think that you would get caught. So, yeah, do what you need to do. But I'm hoping Fani Willis will make sure that you serve some type of sentence. Y'all let me know your thoughts. There has to be more coming. I mean, I don't understand Jenna Ellis. I don't understand, what's the guy, Harrison Floyd? I don't understand either one of them. I'm scraping up attorney's fees, and this man is sitting on millions of dollars? No. I would be calling up Fani and be saying, listen, I ain't got no money for an attorney. What kind of deal can I make? What kind of deal can I make? Yeah, because this ninja, he ain't right. That's all I got, y'all. I'll see y'all in the next one.